Your goal here is to find the dagger, the golden dagger, because you are going to bring it back to Lika, the witch who is trying to help you summon a demon lord to take over the world. So our evil characters here have an evil agenda. R, I believe, is the only one who does not know of this agenda, like in-game as a character. R is very confused about the whole situation. Just a reminder that you also have Rodney the Rat as well in your pocket there, Leanna, so don't forget that. And you also, I believe, you guys bring your Hellhound with you? I don't think you did. You left him by. You left Good Boy back at the mansion. So, with that said, you are looking for that dagger, and you're on to this guy's tricks as the labyrinth opens up in front of you with a choice for a left and a right. Everyone make sure you open up Roll20, please. When you get into Roll20, you'll see that your characters are there with the labyrinth, and the map and everything is all set up and ready to go for you. Hit launch game if you haven't already. We're going to get some music rolling here. I'm going to hit launch game myself so that we're all good to go. And make sure you have control over your characters. Let's go controlled by Shark. I'll give you a little nameplate. Alright, so there's Leanna. You can now move your character when it is your time to move it. I'm going to give Esme over to Amity. I'm going to give Juniper over to Angelic. And we're going to give R over to Rana. All right. Scroll down here so people can see that. Here we go. In front of you, you see the opening to the labyrinth. It's dimly lit just by your own presence and the light coming from behind you. You feel like it's going to get dark going into the labyrinth here. You all, except for Esme, do have torches in your inventory. If you would like to grab those out and use them, you can. You may also check if you have dark vision. That would be on your character sheet, which is D&D Beyond. And it would be in your features and traits tab. You would see if you have dark vision. So if you want to check that, you can. Otherwise, you may need a torch to be able to see well. You also see some torches on the walls, each on these columns here. These columns that are in front of you on the map. Each one of them has a single sconce with a torch that you could grab as well and light if you would like.
I have dark vision.
All right.
I also have it.
Okay, perfect. So did you say you also have it, Shark?
Yes.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Rana has it, right?
I do.
Because you're a vampire, so...
Yeah.
Esme, do you have that?
I do not.
Okay, so your fairy is the only one who does not have the dark vision, but easily enough, you could ride on one of their shoulders and not have to light something up if you wanted to be a little sneakier about everything. Otherwise, if you wanted to light something up, there is a torch on the wall that someone could carry for you.
I'll get on Leanna's shoulders.
All right. So Esme takes a
Cool.
perch on Leanna's shoulders. Thank you so much for the gift sub to Yogi, by the way.
Of course.
All right. You've got a choice in front of you guys. Either left or right. Left or right are your options. Go ahead and let's move your characters up to the doorway, which is up here. And then we can, once you decide on what you guys want to do, you can feel free to, at any time, be like, Commander, I want to roll a perception check down this hallway, or I want to, whatever. So if you tell me if you want to roll something, otherwise I'll kind of give you an ideas to roll. Can you guys move your characters? Are you able to move them? Double check, see if you can move.
I just see a black screen.
Me too.
Okay, let me.
I thought that was me.
Whoa.
Same. I was like refreshing a million times. I was
Okay.
like, damn.
All right, I moved everyone back. Does that
It'll
work now?
work.
Can you see? Try
No.
scrolling down. Oh, try scrolling down. That's probably why you're seeing a black screen. It's a huge map. Use the
Oh, it's
scroll
a
bar.
huge map. He's right.
Yeah, it's a huge map. So
Huge,
scroll
huge
down
map.
all the way to the bottom of
He's
that
right,
map.
and he should say
Do you see it now?
it. Yeah.
All right, you can move yourselves up behind Leanna and Esme. You can actually put, I'm going to put Esme, we're going to bring you to the front and then put you on Leanna's square.
Yay.
All right. So you got left and right in front of you. I'm going to open up those areas a bit for you so that you can see them because you do have your dark vision. The dark vision does, of course, not see around corners or anything, so you'll see all the way out down a hallway for as long as you can until you see a corner, and then that's where it'll kind of stop. So let me put on my reveal here. And let's see if I can do this right. Boom. Can you see down that hallway now?
Yes.
All right. And you can see down that hallway. All right. So you see one on the left is a little shorter. One on the right is a little longer. Let me scroll up for the chat so they can see. Boom. Which way would you like to go? If you'd like, you can all roll me perception checks. See if you hear or see anything in those
I
directions.
would love to roll a perception check.
All right, do it up. We got a 9 for Juniper,
Oh no, why is my plugin not working? What's
24
going on?
Esme.
Let's go.
Yours is just going to be strictly hearing until someone puts up a light. All right, Esme?
Okay.
Sorry, my plugin's not working.
It's okay. You can just, I'll just trust
Is it
you whenever you say.
working now?
Yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah.
15. All right. And then did you want to roll one too, Leanna, or did you want to go with their rolls?
I'm gonna roll. Sorry, I have to hit my push to talk on Discord. When I was on the thing, it was like sticky keying.
Oh, okay.
I'll go with their rolls.
Okay. I can barely hear you. It's like you're 1,000 miles away from your mic. Are you using the right mic? Maybe it's your webcam mic.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah. That's a little better.
Nice.
Okay, sorry about that. So going with their rolls, Esme, you hear down the left hallway a noise that sounds similar to like a rushing wind, and then down the right hallway you hear something that sounds like clanging, almost like a metal on metal clanging. And then Rana, with your 15 perception, you see a dim glow from both edges of the hall. So like there's a dim glow on the left and a dim glow on the right. The one on the left is kind of more of a green glow. The one on the right is kind of more of a blue glow. So you got blue glow over here. I don't know if it's showing the ping or not. Blue glow over here. Greenish, kind of seafoam green over to the left. Which way do you guys want to go? You got to talk it out.
Well, as the bard Beyonce says, I think we should go to the left.
Down.
That was beautiful. I agree. Okay.
All right, to the left it is. Whoever's leading the way, go ahead and move your character to the corner, which is this square right here. All right, and then Esme, you would follow, and then you guys can decide your marching order here. Okay, R, and then Juniper in the back. All right. So, with those all put together, are you being stealthy, or are you just kind of like clomping your way through?
I think stealthy.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll some stealth checks then.
Yo, Angelic with a 24.
She rolls so many natural 20s. Holy shit.
I think I should play like the lottery or something.
Yeah.
You probably.
All right, Shark, since you're leading the way, Leanna's gonna need to roll me a stealth check.
I am on a different computer. I don't have the thing downloaded. I forgot that it was a plugin. I thought you just had to.
Oh,
on
no
the
worries. Do you want me
website.
to send it to you, or do you want to just tell me the rolls?
I can tell you the rules, but if you want to send it to me, I'll definitely download it right now.
All right, give me 1 second. I got
But
it
right
in
now,
the
I'll tell you.
Blood of the Immortals chat. I just sent it to them on Wednesday. Yeah, what was it? What was your number? You can roll again if
It
you don't
says
remember.
8.
Okay. 8.
Perception check 8, stealth check 20.
Stealth check 20, perception check 8. Okay, got it. All right, so stealth check 20, that's pretty good. You guys are all able to kind of sneak your way through. Even with your lower roll R, you're kind of camouflaged by the higher rolls from everyone else. So you're able to kind of sneak your way up to this corner. As you peek around it, you see a ghostly figure kind of dressed in armor. They are kind of sullenly sitting in the corner, cross-legged, kind of leaning on their knees a little bit, looking down at the ground, not paying attention because they don't hear you. They're dressed in somewhat raggedy armor, and they're holding on to what looks like a rusty sword. It looks like a female ghost that is in front of you, and I will reveal that area to you. That's hide area. This is reveal. So there you go.
Oh.
So you see this ghost there? Does not seem to notice you. What would you like to do?
You guys want to fight it? Sneak past it?
It's kind of blocking the way. I mean, it's sitting kind of like in the middle, but against the wall. Like its legs are out in the middle of the path. Be hard to sneak by this thing. It does seem awake. It's just like looking down at its like lap.
So then I guess we have no choice but to go up to it.
I'm down.
So yeah, the
Okay.
choice
Fight it.
for you is if you want to go up and just attack it, or if you want to go up and see if it's friendly or whatever.
Yeah, let's talk to the ghosty.
Okay. So, Leanna, you take a step forward. R and Juniper, you're also in this conversation, so anyone can speak up. Whoever wants to speak up first. You all kind of have vision of the ghost as you're kind of sneaking up. It still doesn't notice you all the way up until the point you can get as close as you want. And you just tell me what you say.
What's your name?
Okay. So, who said that? Was that Leanna?
Yes.
All right. As you say that, the ghost, who's kind of like leaning on her knees, she kind of looks up. Her eyes have this kind of glowing smoke coming out of them, this kind of greenish blue smoke. As she speaks, it kind of echoes throughout the chamber and down the hallway towards you. She says, "Who goes there?"
Whoa.
That's scary.
I'm Esme. These are my friends.
Hi.
Hi.
What brings you to the labyrinth?
I'm gonna nudge Juniper.
Like, well, I actually have no idea why I'm here. I just kind of went through this hole, and now I'm here with these people. I'm a bit lost, actually. If you could point me to the direction of the exit to this labyrinth, maybe like through, that would be great.
There
we
is
just walk
no
past it?
exit.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Love that.
I have been here for over 1,000 years.
That's a lie.
Yeah, good.
You can't like go through the walls or something?
I cannot. She puts her hand on the wall, and it like you can see it. It's almost like the ghost's hand has pressure against the wall.
That's weird.
I'm kind of scared.
I gave up trying to find the exit many years ago.
I definitely think we can do it if you just let us walk past you and we keep looking.
She kind of like shambles to her feet. You can see the flesh that was once on this creature has all rotted away to the point where there is nothing left. You see kind of bone fragments floating around inside of her ghostly form, but for the most part, this creature has like completely decomposed. As she kind of shambles to her feet, you hear the clanking of her armor, and her sword kind of has this sparking against the ground as she takes a step forward and kind of blocks your path. And she says, "Didn't you enter into the labyrinth? Where did you enter?"
Right down that hall.
Yeah.
She kind of cocks an eyebrow. "Just this hall here."
Yeah.
Go look.
She takes a step, like kind of closer in your direction, and then past you. R and Juniper, are you closer to Leanna, or are you leaving that gap?
Yeah, I'll leave the gap. I'll let
Yeah.
her.
Okay. So the creature kind of steps in between you all, past you, Leanna. Actually, her form goes through your body a little bit, not a lot, but just kind of passes through like part of your body and sends a horrible chill down your spine, just like a.
Gross.
And as she steps down and she sees the entrance to the labyrinth, her like demeanor completely, like her like shoulders drop, and her head looks down, and she says, "I gave up 800 years ago, and the exit was right here." She kind of like falls down to her knees, and she says, "Finally, I can leave." She takes a few steps forward, brushes past R and Juniper towards the exit, and as she does, she's about to round the corner, and this kind of ghostly wall comes up in front of her, and you hear a voice say, not so fast. You can't leave unless you take care of the intruders." And the ghost kind of like turns around and looks at you all with like sadness in her eyes, and she raises her sword at you.
I just, as soon as I hear that, cast an Eldritch Blast at her.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me the Eldritch Blast attack.
Because we evil.
All right, a 10 is going to miss as she brings up a wooden shield, a ghostly wooden shield, and blocks the Eldritch Blast. You all get one action before she gets to go. What would you like to do? "I'm sorry."
Can I bonk her with a great axe?
Sure. Roll your attack. So you'll click on the plus.
I totally forgot. Yeah, I totally forgot I have to download it, but I'm going right now.
Oh, you're good.
But it's loading. I clicked on it. This dice is slow. Okay, 12. Yikes.
All right, 12. A 12 is going to hit this particular ghost just enough. So you bring the great axe down, take a step forward into Juniper Square to slam down the great axe. Go ahead and roll the damage. What'd you get for damage? You might be muted.
9. I'm sorry. This dice is rolling like super slow across the screen.
Okay, there is a way to fix that. It's turning off it's turning off a particular setting in your browser. I think it's called what is it? System and performance. Hardware acceleration. Turning off hardware acceleration. So if you go to your settings of your browser and you find the system and performance settings, wherever it says hardware acceleration, if you just search up hardware acceleration, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. If you turn that off, it should work.
Okay.
Or turn it on if it's off. I don't remember which one. It's either off or on that it needs to be to make the dice roll quicker.
Okay. I'm gonna download that one thing right now as well.
Cool. No worries. All right. So you said 9 damage?
Yes.
All right. That is yours. As you bring the axe down, it slices through the ghost. Doesn't do quite as much damage as you want, but it definitely dealt some damage as the pieces of armor flex off. Still, Juniper and Esme, you have stuff you can do if you'd like.
I'll throw a dagger at her.
All right. Just go ahead and roll your dagger attack. Click on the plus whatever next to the dagger. I think it's plus like 6 or something. I don't remember what it is.
Did that work? Okay.
It did. It did
Okay,
work.
perfect.
An 8 is going to
Jesus.
miss, unfortunately, as the dagger flies wide. And then Juniper, last but certainly not least, right in front of you.
Yeah. But I'm kind of spooked. But I think my quarterstaff is melee.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do a quarterstaff attack. You can do shillelagh on it too.
I'll do a quarterstaff.
All right. If you go to your spells, I think you have shillelagh in the spell tab, and then it should let you roll a shillelagh attack, which should be more damage if you have shillelagh. I don't remember if you have that or not. It would be in your cantrips.
Don't see it.
Don't see shillelagh in there?
Not in spells.
Okay. If it's in your actions too, that would work, but if you don't have it, that's all right. I couldn't remember if you had it or not. I have a lot of druids that I run for. I couldn't remember if you had it or not, but quarterstaff will work.
Okay.
18's definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. So you bring the quarterstaff down. You're able to hit it across the ghost's face. As the ghost kind of dissipates and disappears, she lets out a moaning groan, just a... And as she does, her little bone flecks that were floating around in her body fall down to the ground. There are these sharp bone pieces that look like pieces of her femur, pieces of her forearm, and things like that. Just kind of fall down to the ground. And you hear the voice above you say, "You may need that little trinket she left for you."
Trinket?
Come on, if you're going to play the game, you better play it right. And you can see the bone fragments on the ground are the only thing she left.
So we have to carry bones around with us?
Oh, don't make it sound so disgusting.
That's gross.
It's a gift from her to you.
All right. I mean, I guess we can put it in. We have a bag, right, with Rodney?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
All right.
So we'll pick up the
So,
fragments.
if you're taking notes, the maze is going to be full of all kinds of puzzles and different things like that. So, you'll want to keep track of like the little items that you pick up along this little quest line. So right now you have ghostly bone fragments. So anyone can put those anywhere in their little notes, wherever they're keeping them. All right. And the pathway ahead of you is now open. No ghost in sight. It looks like there's a sharp turn that kind of goes up and around. And I assume Leanna's leading the way, so I'm going to open up that area a little bit more to you. All right. So, walking in and out of the danger zone. I see. All right, so we're going to open up this. There you go. So ahead of you, you see a few different pathways that you can take. If you are all looking at the map, you see around the corner, it kind of snakes around very sharply, and then there's a pathway to your left, and then if you keep going forward, you could see a pathway that goes left or right, kind of like similar to how you were at the beginning up front. So either way, you're going to have to walk by that open pathway, so I'm going to reveal that what you can see from that direction, which is... when you're just walking by this area over here, you do see another wall immediately in front of you right here. And then it seems like it turns down, downward towards the southern region, but you're not sure exactly where it goes unless you peek around the corner. So if you would like to peek around the corner, let me know. Otherwise, you can just keep going up. Leanna, you're kind of in the lead. Leanna or Esme could make a decision here of whether you want to peek around that corner or just ignore it.
Esme, do you want to look at the corner?
Yes, I definitely do.
Curiosity killed the cat. Roll me a
Put the
perception check.
full one in.
All right, roll me a perception check. Actually, you don't have to roll me a perception check. I don't know why I'm saying that.
Okay.
It's a dead end, but what you do see is a treasure chest. Kind of just chilling in the dead end area. So it kind of just ends at a wall here.
I don't trust that chest.
There is a chest. Up to you whether or not you want to do anything with it. It's just an old wooden chest with some metal chains on it.
Exactly what the DM would say if it were a mimic.
What's a mimic?
I mean, okay. If you don't trust it, then I don't trust it.
You would all be pretty skeptical of anything in this area. I mean, your characters would be skeptical considering you're in a place where, like, this person is known to mess with people.
Yeah.
So, up to you. It's there for
I
you.
don't want it.
Did you say you want it?
I don't.
Oh, you don't want it. You can walk away.
I'm down to walk away.
Okay, yeah, same. I
the
want to open it so bad.
The rogue instincts. All right.
I'm like, please.
Can I make an investigation check to see if I see anything abnormal with this chest or like any traps or anything?
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
21.
That is pretty good. With a natural 20. You notice the chests, its wood and chains are particularly pristine. Even if it's like, presumably it's been sitting here a long time. Immediately your brain jumps to, okay, why didn't that ghost girl try and open it up? Or, you know, why has nobody opened this? Or like, why is it just sitting here like right near the entrance? It seems very suspicious.
Maybe we should leave the weirdly pristine chest alone.
Throw something at it.
Fine.
Anyone want to throw something at it?
You can if you want.
Odds on to touch the chest. Anyone want to do an odds on to touch the chest?
Are you throwing anything at it, or are you just walking away?
Can I throw my Yukula, whatever it's called?
Your
at it?
Yiklewa? Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your Yiklewa attack. You may have to restart your browser if you downloaded the extension and it's still not working. If you haven't restarted it since.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now.
Chat, what do you think? Open the chest, chat.
Oh no.
I downloaded it, but I don't know why it's not popping up, but it's rolling right now. Oh, there it goes. 21.
All right. We got a poll in chat for open the chest, yay or nay. 21 with the Yikowa. Nice. Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. So next to the Yikowa, there should be like a 1d8 or d6. I can't remember what it is. There you go.
Yeah, I think I hit that because I was like spamming it on accident.
Oh, you're good. It looks like the chat wants it open, which is kind of what they're doing. They're throwing a spear at it, which I mean, theoretically speaking, you know, kind of is opening it. All right, 6 piercing damage. As you throw the Yikowa, it stabs into the chest's wood, and where you expect it to splinter and you know, make wood noises, instead you hear a horrible
Oh my god.
Ew.
and a mimic is shown. Its arms kind of grow out of the chest. The opening of the chest opens up, and this large tongue kind of comes out and immediately wraps around Leanna.
But
Leanna, you take. Well, let's see if it hits first. Probably not. 17. What's your armor class?
16.
Okay, so it does hit for 8 points of acid damage from the mimic's tongue wrapping around you and kind of restraining you. Or if you want to move your character token, I assume you're not actually there.
Where am I?
You want to be there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the mimic wraps its tongue around you. Leanna, you did your turn. Esme, Juniper, and R will go in that order. So Esme, what do you want to do?
Ew.
This treasure chest's teeth are all kind of gangly, and it's about to bite into Leanna.
Ew, okay. Can I go at it with my short sword?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a short sword attack. Ooh,
Damn.
natural 1. Unfortunate.
What's happening?
As the sword comes down on top of the mimic, it just gleans off of the chains that are on top of its head. And then we'll do Juniper.
Can I just try to throw a dart at it?
Sure. Yeah, roll a dart attack.
Okay.
25 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your dart damage. I don't think anyone's ever thrown a dart in one of my campaigns. That's fucking awesome. Nice. 5 piercing damage as the dart goes straight into the mimic's eye. It lets out that horrible... And R, you are up.
I'll Eldritch Blast him.
All right, so you peek around the corner and bam, shoot your Eldritch Blast. Go ahead and roll the damage, or roll the attack, I mean. 18's going to hit for sure. Go ahead and roll your damage. 8 force damage as the Eldritch Blast hits. It sparks off of the wood and viscera of this creature, and it lets out that horrible screech. Leanna, it's your turn. You currently can't move, but you can attack.
I'm gonna attack with Great Axe.
All right. Go ahead and roll your Great Axe attack.
Can I hit damage with the Great Axe?
Can you damage it if you roll high enough on your attack? We got to roll the attack first.
Oh, okay, now I get it.
14's going to hit this mimic, so yeah, go ahead and roll your great axe damage. Are your dice still rolling slow?
Yes.
Try that hardware acceleration thing after this turn. See if you can find that in the settings of your browser. It doesn't really do anything good for your browser, honestly. I can't remember if you need it on or off, but either way, it doesn't change anything about your browser. Except for this. Alright, and with that 4 damage, you bring the great axe down and finish off the mimic. It splinters off, its tongue kind of cut into pieces. It disappears into this kind of golden dust, and you hear that familiar voice from above say, "Oh, my poor little creature. Are you having fun yet?"
No.
Oh, don't be sour. What isn't fun? How can I make it more fun for you?
I want to get out.
Oh, you want to leave? Well, why didn't you just say so? As you say that, the dead end that you're at, a door appears on the wall. It's like a beautiful wooden ornate door. And it opens up and you can see the marble city of Petro in front of you. This is the first time you've been like, oh shit, chance to leave. As the door opens, he says, well, step out then, just leave. It's not a problem with me. What do you all do? You're here on a mission. And it seems that this creature knows you're on a mission and is trying to stop you. And you just told it you want to go home. So this creature is giving you an out, saying go home so he doesn't have to keep messing with you.
I don't trust this. I just
Yeah,
wanted to
sounds
get
like
out.
a trap.
No, it's not a trap, I promise you. See,
I
look.
want whatever they want and they came here for. If we can get that and then go.
Yeah. Even if
Can't.
it was a trap, I don't want to go home.
You can't have
I
it.
just wanted to get out of the trap.
You think I brought you here to just give you the dagger? No, I brought you here so you would never find it. Honestly, it's pathetic what you're trying to do.
Yeah, but like we're gonna find it, so can we go?
The door slams shut with a rattle and disappears on the wall. Fine, enjoy your labyrinth adventure. I'll be seeing you soon, I'm sure.
Oh, brother. This dude stinks!
For real.
So, your next paths are either left or right up at this junction up here, of which I will open it up to you to kind of decide for yourself.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, that is...
Yes.
There we go. Alright, so you've got a path that kind of comes down there, or a path that kind of comes down there. Those are your options for left or right.
Hmm. Can I roll a perception check?
Yeah, which way are you rolling?
I'll roll for left.
Alright. With a 14 perception, Esme, you hear the sounds in that direction of like a small crackling, just like a very small crackling, and like a fire. That's what I mean by that, crackling kind of fire. You also hear like a low hum, just like almost like a hymnal hum, like something from a church, like oh.
Oh, okay.
And then anyone else want to roll any perception checks? That was to the left over here, just so everyone knows.
I'll go to the right.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Did it go? I turned that thing off.
I can barely hear you.
Did it go? I turned the thing off. I did what you said. I don't know if the roll went yet.
No,
Oh,
it
there.
just came through now.
Oh my goodness. So sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's no big deal. It is what it is. It's not a biggie. So 6 perception, listening to the right direction and looking, kind of peeking around. Again, it looks like it leads off into more of like the center of the labyrinth, probably, which you're not sure is the way you want to go at all. Like you just don't know. This guy, he's can't really be trusted. So you're unsure of whether or not it's the right direction, but it's much less noisy than the other. It's got just like echoes of nothingness in that direction. Echoes of a long journey in that direction.
I don't like that way.
All right. So I heard like a fire.
Yeah,
on
small
my side?
crackling fire.
Okay,
And
okay.
like some
Like
hymnal
a hum.
humming.
Well, there's definitely people to the left.
Let me make sure that
Should we go check it out?
if you'd like to.
Yeah, let's see who's over there.
Yeah.
All right. As you approach that area, you are probably... We're going to keep those stealth rolls from before because they were good. So, as you peek around the corner here, you see... an opening to what looks like a room. Kind of a wall in front of you, but you see like items kind of scattered across the floor. They look like items from kind of like a religious ceremony, just like different creepy looking ritual items, and a few barrels here and there that you see kind of scattered along. But other than that, you would have to peek around this corner here to be able to actually see into the room. But you do see the dim glow of the fire from this end over here.
I say we follow the fire.
Okay. As you're coming around the corner here, I will then open that up to you. All right. Here is the room. It is a what seems kind of like a ritual chamber of some kind. There are these 2 candle sconces on the wall. Let me scroll up there so you can see the room itself. It seems like a dead end for the most part, but you see that there's a scroll on like a table at the end of the room, a rug that's kind of on the ground. It seems like it's covering something up, and those candles that are on the wall are like flickering pretty vigorously. That hum noise is coming from what seems like the stone statue that is embedded in the wall between the candles.
I go up and like read the scroll.
Yeah, it's open. Its language is infernal. Do you read infernal?
I just might. Let me see. Where would that be?
That would be in your
Oh, yeah,
languages in the bottom left.
I do.
You read infernal. Well, good for you. I'm just kidding. So that's cool. Let me make sure chat can see the thing. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. All right, go ahead and move your characters to where you'd like to be as R is checking out the scroll. So R would move up to the open area there in front of the scroll table. All right. Leanna shown in the back of the room. The scroll table is this one actually right. If you want to read the scroll with the abyssal on it, it's the one that's up at the top of the room by the statue. That's where that's at. This here is like a writing desk. It has like crumpled up pieces of paper on it, but nothing too particularly interesting. Esme, you're kind of at the back, which looks, it's kind of like a bookshelf with some alchemy supplies on it, alchemist supplies. And then
okay.
Juniper, you're kind of in the doorway area. As you're reading the infernal scroll that sits in front of you, it seems like it is a spell for summoning a demon of some kind. It's half finished. As you're getting a finer look at it, you can see a handprint that seemed to have been, using their finger for the blood, got dragged off of the bottom of the scroll. Like whoever was writing got dragged away from their writing. And, you don't see any other particular blood markings or anything on the ground or anything. Nothing like that, but, just, it seemed like they were like working on this scroll and then they got interrupted and dragged off of it.
I'll like pick up the scroll and I'll turn to the rest of them and be like, well, if you want to summon a demon and maybe we could stick it on Banana Butt, we could do that later on. If anyone's down to clown, I just think it'll be funny.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'll, like,
All right.
pocket it.
Sounds like a good time.
You roll up the scroll, and that is now added into your inventory of key items from this dungeon here. So you've got a scroll of summon demon.
I love that.
As soon as I see him, just like...
If you would like, you can roll me an Arcana check to attempt to finish the scroll.
Ooh, yes.
Anyone who can read Infernal may try that.
Okay.
That would be an Arcana check. All right. Does anybody else read Infernal? It would be in the bottom left in your languages.
I do.
Oops, I don't, but I hit it.
If you would like to roll for an Arcana check, you may, Juniper, if you read that language.
Okay.
Okay. With your combined brains, Leanna with the big brain as well, being a paladin, a former paladin, well, still a paladin, but a former oathed paladin, able to kind of look through the scroll and find the markings. You're able to finish the writing on the scroll, creating a actual usable spell. The Scroll of Summon Demon will allow you to summon a demon from the 9 hells. Now, that's cool. Just know that you would know as magic users, each one of you, even the fairy, you are, you are full of magic all the time. You know that magic like this is powerful and also could be volatile. Like, you don't know what kind of demon you're going to summon. So depending on, what you're trying to do, the demon may or may not be on your side.
So we could just summon it and it just tears us apart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could be.
Yikes.
I'm willing to take that chance to see
Yeah, it does.
Banana Butt die.
Does sound like a fun time.
Um,
I was not joking.
Damn.
As you're all looking over the scroll and finishing it up, you hear that familiar voice from above echoing, "Hey, stop that. Stop that. Hey." And as you're finishing up and you actually figure out the rest of the scroll, he goes, "Oh, lords." Just like an exasperated father.
You allergic to demons? Just asking for a friend.
Listen, you don't know what you've gotten yourself into. Have you even asked them what they're doing?
No. I'm just along for the ride.
Then you're a
I'm-
fool.
Maybe, but I'm a fool having fun, and that's the main thing.
You hear no
Amen.
response back.
Maybe I can annoy him to death.
I don't know what he expected, if we're being honest.
In this room, you find various alchemical supplies. That humming from the statue on the wall above the scroll has stopped since you've removed the scroll. So the humming is kind of dimmed down to nothing.
Is there like anything else here of note, or?
If you would like to find that out, that would be something you would want to roll an investigation check for.
I would happily do that.
If anyone would like to look for more interesting things in this room, just roll me an investigation check.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, nice rolls here. Okay. So R with a 19, looking around after you found that scroll, looking kind of through the barrels and things, you find that someone was living in here for probably quite a long time. There's a lot of food in the barrels, and it seems like they may have actually brought themselves here on purpose, similar
Is there poop
to...
in the barrels?
What'd you say?
Is there poop in the barrels?
There is not, no.
Oh, I thought they were living just in this space. I just thought I'd clarify.
They may have been. You notice something peculiar about this space. You don't feel the need to use the bathroom here.
Oh.
You also don't feel the need to eat, like you're not hungry. This person seems to have been preparing for anything, and they brought along a lot of food, but the barrels are still full. So that's why it's a kind of peculiar. Is this person seemed to like want to be here, and then they may have realized that they didn't want what they came for, and they got dragged off by what seems like probably one of the minions that roam this labyrinth. So you're putting together some pieces here that the labyrinth is not going to let you go once you get into it. It's meant to get people lost in here and kill the people coming after the daggers. So whoever lived in this room before you was similar to you in that they were someone who was trying to summon demons, trying to find the dagger to heed with that ritual or continue with that ritual, and they got interrupted while they were in this room by something strong enough to drag them out of here with no trace left. So whoever was here last was like you, but more like expected more, like had done their research, about like how to get here, and they definitely wanted to be here just like you did, but they did not know everything about it, obviously, because they brought food when they didn't need it, and they got dragged off by a monster that they probably didn't see coming. You feel like you're in a room with someone. You feel like you're in a room with yourself, everyone but R. You feel like you're in a room with someone who's just like you. Could have even been someone who's being, led along by someone else to do their bidding, just like you are. You feel like that tinge of like doubt, you know what I mean? In your stomach. That's what I'm trying to say. That tinge of doubt, like, whoa.
Maybe we should
Is this us?
press on.
Yeah, I don't like this room anymore.
Wait, did we find anything with our investigation?
With that 19, I kind of pieced together the story for you. There's not much else interesting, though.
Not like objects. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, there's not much else interesting. Juniper, looking through the alchemy supplies, with a 22, you find a potion of healing.
Yay.
So we can add that to your inventory. It'll be a potion of greater healing. A greater healing potion, I mean.
Okay.
So if you go to your inventory and then manage items, if you type in healing potion, you get the greater healing potion. You can add one of those to your inventory.
Guess we leave then?
Yeah. Okay. To the other corridor.
All right. You make your way back to the other side to another spot in the labyrinth. This time, you've got a couple directions you can go. As you come around the corner, Esme, you have the option of going right down this pathway or up and to the left this pathway up here.
Can I get a perception for the left?
Yeah, roll me a perception for the left.
Whoa.
All right, a 12 perception. To the left, you hear a clattering of what sounds like metal on metal again. And then it kind of goes away after a few seconds. Then it comes back and then goes away.
Okay. So there's
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to the left. Like metal clanging to the left. It's very distant though.
I like
Okay.
whisper to Esme and be like, I could turn myself invisible and maybe like go this way and then you can go the other way. Like scouting.
Oh yeah. Okay. We can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
All right. You cast invisibility on yourself.
And then I'm gonna go like up and to the left.
All right.
Perfect.
And I assume you're trying to be stealthy.
Yes, as stealthy as I can be.
All right, roll a stealth check with advantage, please. Juniper and Leanna, you watch both Esme and R kind of split off in two different directions. You're kind of left in the dust. They didn't really discuss with you what they wanted to do. Leanna and Juniper, what are you guys doing? You're probably
I
just
accidentally
chilling.
rolled it on the other website, and I did get a 21.
Okay,
Because I thought I could right-click it and do advantage through this.
you're good.
But I cannot.
I'll follow.
Which one you following? R when invisible, and you just barely hear her footsteps kind of trailing off towards the left. Esme is fluttering towards the right.
Yikes, I'm pretty loud. Okay, I'm gonna go with R.
Okay, so you're gonna slowly follow behind R because R is gonna be kind of like not sprinting, but just kind of like walking a little quicker, being investigative, being invisible. You won't be able to see R, but you'll kind of know that she's in that direction somewhere. So you would want to be probably pretty stealthy. Roll me a stealth check, Leanna. Juniper, which way are you going? You're gonna follow Esme?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to reveal this area up until I have questions for you. So, we got a stealth check from Leanna, please.
I hit it, it's still going.
All right, we got an 8 for that one. And then a stealth check for Juniper, please. And a stealth check for Esme.
Hey,
Ooh. A windy corridor.
Whoa.
All right, let me make sure that chat can see all this that we're doing. Yeah, they can. All right. And then we got Esme with a 26 and Juniper with a 16. You guys are much sneakier. But R is super sneaky. Let me reveal this area for you. Like that, and then like that.
Oh.
And then like that. Like that. Okay. So
Oh my
here
God.
is where Esme and where R are where I have questions for you. So, Esme, as you're sneaking up with your 26, Juniper, you're kind of trailing behind a little bit. You can move Juniper up maybe 2 squares behind Esme. Leanna, you're going to probably be about 4 squares behind R, so we'll put you like right here. like right here on this corner. Because R's got quite the head start. And there, Esme, you kind of come up to a corner here that you feel this like cold chill kind of go by you. Roll me a perception check, please. R, you hear that clanging of metal getting closer to you. Or not closer to you, sorry, you're getting closer to it, I should say. And as you are approaching that sound, you are going to want to roll me a perception check as well. All right, Esme with the 20.
Oh.
0! No one thought it was possible.
You know what? I'm feeling nice, okay? Although, no matter how funny that is, you are invisible right now, so you should probably get advantage on this perception check. You should get advantage on it.
Thank you, kind DM.
Yeah. You're welcome. All right, 12's a little better. All right. Specifically, you hear the sounds of, like, pots and pans, which is peculiar. That is for R. Just sounds of, like, pots and pans, and you smell a bit of smoke as well in your direction. Just that, like, cooking smoke. Doesn't smell like great. Doesn't smell like great food, but it smells like food. Esme, you, after feeling that chill go by you in the perception check of a 20, you're able to kind of peek around the corner with your 26 stealth, and you are able to see another dead end in front of you. This time, let me get the right thing here. Reveal it, not hide it. Reveal it. Okay, you see a creature with no face. It's this white kind of ghostly figure, no face, and it is just kind of staring straight at you, which startles you because you know you've been sneaky. It's just staring straight at you, but you can't tell because it doesn't have a face, but its face is right at your face, like staring right where you're at, and it kind of tilts its head as you're peeking around the corner. It like tilts its head at you.
Oh.
What would you two like to do? We'll start with R, since you were the first one to take off.
Yeah, I'll continue like in a bit more. See
Okay.
if I can see anything.
All right.
Oh, like, oh, I guess I can't. No, don't worry. I forgot I was invisible then for a sec.
Right. Until you make your first attack or
Yeah.
interact with a creature of some kind.
Mhm.
All right. So, you've got two options. 2 corridors going north.
Okay.
One on the far left and one that's straight in front of you.
Can I like sniff and see where the smell is coming from?
Yeah, you can smell the smell is coming from the direction in front of you.
Okay, I'll go straight on then.
Okay. So, we will reveal that here.
I do have to go in 5 minutes as well, by the way.
Okay. And that here. All right. So, I assume R is about, like, on this square here when she has another decision to make. You can either go forward, again, straight in front of you, or forward to the left. The smell of food is getting more strong towards your left, like this kind of pathway over here.
Okay, I'll go to the left.
Okay. And we'll reveal this to you. And I gotta get chat caught up with you so that they can see that. Alright, you've made it quite a ways. And you've made it to a metal doorway in front of you. It's locked shut with a large padlock, and the smoke is coming from between the slit of the door, like it's kind of coming out and rising up to the ceiling of the labyrinth. You can smell the smell of like cooked meats, and now you're starting to hear just the faint sound of like oinking.
Okay. winking.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
The most terrifying thing you've heard all day.
yeah. Well, if it's a giant pig monster, though.
What if? What if you're in the nether?
Yeah, well, if I'm in the nether, I'm wearing no gold. Oh, and I guess my neck is gold, but I'm not, I don't think I can. I don't have like any thieves' tools. I don't think. So I don't know. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I could like try and open that door.
You probably couldn't
Yeah. So
without thieves' tools.
I'll go back to the crew,
Okay.
or at least
Leanna.
to Liana.
All right. So Leanna is probably about here by now, if she's still following. Leanna, you would actually have the same decision to make coming up here because you wouldn't know which way R went. So Leanna, you can decide if you wanted to go up or if you wanted to go that other direction. All right.
I'll
So
go
you're.
up.
Oh, what happened? Did you delete it by accident?
Oh my goodness, did I?
She off map.
She might be. Let me check. I don't see her. Might have gotten deleted.
I'm so
Bring that
sorry.
back. You're good.
Break it up.
You're all good. Not that hard to bring you back. Boom, you're alive again.
Let's go.
All right. So this
I'll like
is.
whisper to Liana then. I'll be like, "Can you break down this door? I don't know. Perhaps there's some food, something behind here. I'm not sure why we're here."
Don't worry about it. I got you. What do I roll for that?
You want to try and break down the door? Is that what you want to do?
Yes. Sorry,
All right.
hit enter.
All right. So you would move to this square here, and you would roll me an attack of whatever kind you're trying to break the door down with. Before you do that, though, let's go ahead and go back to Esme and Juniper. And share time here. R, if you've got to head out.
Yes, you can play me. You know, I presume.
It's okay.
You'll-
I have a feeling we're going to come up on a good stopping point, even if it's a little short of our normal time. So you're not going to miss much.
Okay. Alright. But it was a lot of fun. Let me know what happens.
I will.
Okay. Bye,
Yep.
guys.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
All right, let me double check my Zoom call. Fix that up real quick. This. Capture. Sorry about that, guys. I just gotta fix my camera real quick.
You're fine.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada bit bat bow, bada bop boom pow. Alright, move that behind the overlay. And we're good to go. Okie doke. Esme, when you see that creature kind of tilt its head at you and freak you out for a second, what do you do?
I want to just keep peeking at the creature, like through the corner, like
Okay.
regain myself and just be like, "Hey, dude."
Do you say,
Hey.
hey, dude? Or
Yeah. I want to say, I want to address him because if he sees me, then he sees me.
okay. The creature mimics you for a moment, just kind of raises its hand and waves at you. Says nothing. Tilts its head back the other way.
Can you speak?
You hear a familiar voice say back to you, "Can you speak?"
Oh my god, I love him. I'm gonna wave Juniper over.
Okay. Juniper, you come over to the corner and see this creature, which kind of is tilting its head creepily back and forth. No face on it, When it speaks, it kind of just echoes this throughout the chamber. It sounds more like, "Can you speak?"
Can I say boo?
You say boo?
Yeah.
Okay. It as you say boo to it, it says boo back to you in your voice. Boo? But it goes like this.
Aww. That's cute.
So cute. Are you trying to get out of this place?
It kind of tilts its head again back and forth, and it slowly kind of floats in your direction just a few feet. And it says, "Are you trying to get out of this place?"
Well, this
Do
is
you,
a conundrum.
do you think he's gonna follow us if we leave?
I guess if he's mimicking our words, maybe he will follow us.
All right. I'm gonna go down the hall just to see.
Okay. It kind of follows you around the corner a bit, floating behind you.
Magic.
I love him. Can we keep him?
Yeah, wait, I don't want him to disappear.
Let's go. Okay. I mean this is a dead end, right?
Yeah, you made your way to the end of the dead end where this creature was kind of like staring at the wall, and then it seemed to have noticed you when you came around the corner.
Okay. Can we start making our way back to Leanna and R?
Yeah, you kind of know the direction that they went. The only difference would be that you would stop here, and you would not know exactly which direction they went. But you would learn pretty quickly as you hear the banging of Leanna's axe against the door. Leanna, go ahead and roll me a attack. Is it rolling?
OMG, yeah.
We'll have to figure out. There's definitely a way to make it faster. I'll look it up and send you the info. I just don't remember exactly what it is. Oh, that's a good hit. Go ahead and roll me damage, but roll me damage twice, please. So we'll roll 2d12 here. And the roll is coming.
Goodness.
Boom. We got 9. And the other one is coming as well. We're looking for 10. 10 damage is what we're looking for. I think you can't miss that. So it's fine. You get it. With a 9, it's good enough because the next roll is going to be at least 1, right? So with that, you bring, oh yeah, super good damage. As you bring the axe down, you're able to bust the padlock off the door, which is kind of what you were looking to do. So you bring the axe down, crashes through the padlock, leaving it in metal shards against the ground. And the door just kind of slightly moves inward and then outward a bit, because it like it was trying to open inward, but it couldn't. Like something's blocking its way, and then it kind of like opens outward a little bit towards you, but not enough for you to like really see much in. You'd have to really open the door. The smoke is still kind of coming out. It's kind of in your face a little bit. Nothing seems to have reacted to you bashing the door down.
So,
Up to you.
I'm just gonna go back to them.
All right, Esme and Juniper, you meet up with Leanna as you hear the noise of the door being busted open. are kind of curiously is looking like about to peek through the door, Leanna, and you kind of grab her by the shoulder and bring her back so that you can reconvene before you do anything crazy. And the rest of you are together here. So we'll kind of move everyone up there, including your companion that you found.
Yeah, I want to show them the door and like we want to go in there and stuff.
And Leanna, you also see this creepy, no-faced ghost creature just like following behind them.
Ugh.
Don't
I mean,
talk yeah. Help him feel welcome.
You hear the ghost say, "Ugh." I mean,
No.
Aw.
He's cute.
Nah, he is. Okay, so the giant door. Been bashing it. What do you guys think about that?
Can I like roll perception or investigate?
You may. Now, rolling perception here is you kind of listening through the door, or are you trying to peek through the opening?
Okay, I'll peek through the opening.
Okay. All right, so we're going to move you here. There. Okay. So as you are peeking through the opening of the door with your 17 perception, okay, not bad. You see the back of a large creature. It's kind of slumped over. It's laying in a pile of bones. And next to it is a large, like, furnace. That is what's creating all the smoke. The creature is sweating profusely. You can actually see the sweat kind of seeping out from underneath the door. There's so much of it. It kind of rustles around in the bones, and its back leg kind of kicks the door, and it hits you in the face, and you kind of like grab your face, try not to make any noise as you float backwards to Leanne after seeing that. That's all you see.
Okay, I'm just gonna like quietly say to the group that there's a large sweaty monster in there. With a lot of bones. I don't know if
Oh, we have those one bones. Maybe it likes bones. Maybe we
Oh.
can give it a bone.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we can try. It's fine with me.
How should we do that, Commander? What should I roll to see if I can give him? Will it take it? Like,
Well-
am I trying to get through or look at it? Like,
So Esme is the only one who's seen it so far. The door has not been totally opened yet. So you would have to open the door and then presumably wake the creature up.
can I open the door and look at it first? Like, am I able to see it just to see if it's like locked up or anything?
Sure, you were able to bring an axe down and bust off a lock, so opening the door to look at it isn't going to wake it up, if that didn't wake it up.
Nah, you right. Okay, so is there a chain on it?
So as you open the door, you kind of bring it outwards towards you. The door opens. I'm going to put the room in there. I don't have the token for this creature yet, because I made it on my school computer and forgot to bring it with me. So let me just show you what the room looks like. And it's just a kind of a big open room. This is the furnace I was talking about. On the map, it kind of looks like a table, but in our game, it's like this big metal furnace. And the creature takes up most of this area in the middle of the room, like most of this center area laying on top of these piles of bones. It is a large pig creature. It does have this like bovine, or not bovine, what's the word for pig? I can't remember, but it's got that quality to it. It doesn't look like exactly like a pig, but it's got like boar-like features. It is wearing like kind of shabby loincloths, and it's letting off this. It's not very loud. I mean, it's not like snoring or anything. It's just kind of like slowly like. And you can see in the back corner of the room, two smaller pigs, actual pigs, that are in the back of the room, and they're kind of softly. It is sleeping and hasn't seemed to notice you, but the two pigs in the back do as their eyes get all big.
Oh, did you say baby pigs?
Yeah, there's two baby pigs in the back of the room and like one large pig man sleeping.
Dang, that's kind of weird. Okay, so they see us. Are they getting aggro?
The small pigs are not necessarily getting aggro, but they are definitely like oinking a bit louder, and you see one of them like with its hooves is kind of like backing up against the wall and scraping some of the bones right next to the creature's ear, about to wake it up.
Oh. I'm gonna turn to Leanna and be like, what could this thing possibly have that we need?
I don't know. What if it's guarding something? Those bones. I don't know. Okay, you're right. Okay. We don't have to go here. We can go somewhere else. I'm down.
I mean,
You're totally right. It's not
I
worth
mean,
it.
but the bones, like, you have a good point though. Like, this could be part of the puzzle.
What if we like? Okay. Can I like look at the ghostly bones that we have, Commander? Like inspect them?
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's load. It's literally like so embarrassing. Watching
it's
this
fine.
thing. So funny.
I know exactly the problem you're having, and I just can't remember exactly how I fixed it. I thought it was the hardware acceleration thing, but... All right, natural 20 on the investigation check of the bones. Cool. So, you notice that the ghostly bones that you have, they look like they can be shaped into a... Like, with a natural 20, I mean, I might as well just tell you, it looks like you could piece them together into a shape of some kind. You're not exactly sure what shape, but you could definitely take the bone fragments and put them together to recreate whatever the bone was. Like, there's enough of them to make a single bone.
Can we do that quietly without waking them up?
Sure. You would just need to roll an intelligence check to figure out which bone it is.
Oh, I found it.
So as you're kind of piecing the bones together in the palm of your hand, kind of figuring it out, Juniper, you're kind of looking over her shoulder, like checking it out. Esme, you're fluttering above, looking. R's kind of got her eyebrow cocked, looking at the pig creature and then back at the bones. You hear that voice in a whisper, that voice that's been following you. Just say,
"Oh, you don't want to wake him up."
Looks like I'm kind of dumb.
With a 7, the bones, it's hard to tell. You may need to ask one of your other party members to think about it. Everyone can go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. So what you're going to do on your character sheet, up at the very top of your character sheet, in the spot where it's got all of your, like, your strength and your dexterity and your constitution and your intelligence and all that, you click on the plus or minus whatever for the intelligence and it should roll it, or click on the number and it should roll it for you. There you go. That's perfect, what I was looking for. All right, 13, not quite good enough to get there, but the 18 was the number you were looking for, Juniper. Being familiar with like nature and finding, you found animal bones in the forest, and you can actually kind of piece a lot of these things together. You're familiar with these kind of grim aspects of nature. You're able to piece the bone together, and it creates a pretty perfectly intact thumb bone.
Yikes. This, I doubt enough.
What the heck are we gonna do with the thumb bone?
Oh, I see you've figured out the bone puzzle, but... should I wake up the little piggy? Here, little piggy.
Whoa.
A pig?
He's talking about that giant pig creature that's in this room here.
Yeah. Part of me wants to do it to make him mad, but another part of me is wondering if it's worth it.
Are
Roll
we
me an
keeping this-
insight check.
Okay.
Since you're kind of questioning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me an insight check. See how insightful you are.
Yikes.
Unfortunate with a natural 1.
No.
You're just annoyed at the guy in the ceiling. You're mostly just annoyed.
No.
Unsure of his intentions.
What do you think, Leanna? What do you think we should do?
What happens if we provoke it? Like, okay, what happens if it does wake up? Like, can we take it on?
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you guys think so?
you could.
Okay, I'm down to just throw something at it and like take it out and like it's being annoying. Oh my god, there's a pig. And just looking around the room. Like we could easily just take it out.
Okay, I like the confidence.
So you guys down to throw something at it? Like your
Yeah.
fists or swords?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to wake it up? How are you going to wake it up?
What's Crown of Madness?
Crown of Madness is a spell that you can cast. When you cast it on an enemy, they go on like a rampage and they attack the nearest thing near to them, whether that's ally or enemy.
Okay.
Do you think I'd be able to hit that at him and see if he attacks his babies? So we don't
Well, the
have to
little
deal with
pigs
them?
don't seem like they're going to be that big of a deal. I don't have the, like I said, I don't have the big token for the baddie. And by baddie, I mean the pig guy. But I'll put a placeholder for now.
Okay, do any of you guys want to take him out?
My rolls have been so bad today. But I guess I can throw like a dagger at him. I don't know if that's too aggressive just to wake him up though.
This is a placeholder, obviously.
Should I throw a dagger?
Do it.
Okay. Okay.
You're throwing a dagger to wake the creature up?
I know, yeah. Exactly.
I also have a magic stone, but I don't know if that'll do anything. Because at least it's not gonna hurt him, I don't think.
Well, the magic stone spell deals damage, but it wouldn't like stab the creature. It would just like bonk
Right.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't like pick up a stone around us. Like there's no like
Sure
stones.
you
like, just-
can. Sure you
Oh,
can.
okay. Then let's just do that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I never said you
I'll
couldn't.
throw the magic stone.
Okay, you're throwing a magic stone with the spell, or are you just throwing a regular stone?
Oh, can we just throw a regular stone?
Sure.
Just throw the regular one.
Oh, okay.
So you can save your magic one.
Just a regular stone.
Sure. Whoever's throwing, it's a big enough target where you're not gonna miss. As it hits the back of the creature's head and kind of bounces and skitters across the room into the wall and into the pile of bones, the creature kind of groggily wakes up. It takes just a single point of damage from the rock and just groggily kind of scoots and scuttles along the floor, just kind of like stretching out and getting itself up as the pigs start oinking. Oh, my camera. Is it back? Oh no. There it is. it starts kind of groaning this like ugly like it starts kind of swishing the bones around on the floor, and it looks back, opens one large pink eye in your direction. Its pig ears are kind of drooped down, its snout is all scrunched up, and it looks back in your direction, and you hear that voice above you say, "Damn it." And as it says that, you hear this creature. It speaks for the first time to you.
Hello, everyone. Oh. Ow, why does my head hurt?
Oh, wow. Hi.
Oh, what are you doing?
What?
Why are you here? This is not a good place to be.
Why are you here?
I'm stuck here. You must be new.
Oh, how did you wait? How did you get stuck here? I'm gonna get a little closer to him.
He kind of bringing himself up onto his knees and his forearms. He says,
I was wandering near the city of Petro, and out in the forest feeding my piggies when this door appeared, and curiosity killed the cat, or the pig in this case.
Haha.
How long have you been trying to get out?
I don't know, I can't remember. Ugh, it's all a blur. Have you been hearing the voice?
Oh yeah, the annoying one. Yeah, up there.
It really is annoying, isn't it? Ugh.
It definitely is.
You
Well,
suck! You're the worst!
you hear
I like
that,
this.
and the voice from above says, "And you'll still never find your way out, little piggy."
Well, I don't know about that. See, we're also trying to get out, so I mean, I wouldn't mind an extra help.
The pig creature kind of stands up. His head is almost like bouncing off the top of the labyrinth ceiling. He's so tall, and he kind of kneels down in front of you and puts his hand out as like a platform for you to land in, so he can get a better look at you.
Yeah, lands in his hand.
Okay. As he kind of gets real close, his snout is kind of breathing hot breath on you. There's a little bit of mucus kind of coming out of it. And he's got one kind of bloodshot eye open looking at you.
Interesting creature. And my name is Bartholomew. What are your names?
I'm Esme.
I'm Juniper.
Hi, Bart. I'm Leanna.
And then R also introduces herself. "I'm Ah." The pig man kind of looks across you all. He brushes off his tattered loincloths and the bones that are on the floor. And you notice as he looks down at the bones, his eyes kind of get sad for a moment. And then he looks back to you all. And he goes,
They used to be more of us, but I've had to eat a few.
Oh,
What?
that's so sad. Oh my god.
You find it strange because you've already noticed that you don't have to eat here. You've already kind of learned that. But the pig man seems like he's in a different predicament.
Why'd you eat them?
He kind of like shakes his head.
Well, they died, and I didn't know what to do with their bodies. They started stinking.
You ate stinky bodies?
What was I to do? I didn't want to leave this room. I still don't want to leave this room.
That's.
Woe is me.
Yeah.
Dang. That's really not good in terms of helping me trust you.
He
Do you
kind of
remember?
tilts his head.
You... I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that then.
Hmm. How familiar are you with this place exactly?
I wandered for a while and then got cornered in this room. I wouldn't say I'm very familiar.
I mean, we're also trying to get out, but if you want to stay in this room, then we can't force you to follow us.
The creature kind of looks you all up and down, and he says,
I'm not sure I can be of much use. I'm just a lowly farmer.
he's definitely peculiar, you can tell. He's definitely got some kind of trauma he's dealing with. Doesn't seem interested in leaving the room at all. The pigs almost seem scared of him. He's... As you're looking down at the bones, he kind of continuously glances down at the bones and is like scratching his head.
Should we bring him?
I mean, it doesn't really sound like he wants to.
Yeah, you're right.
And I
Alright.
guess if he's not of much help, then I don't see the reason, I guess.
Okay.
That's true. He might eat it.
What do you do? What do you say? Or what do? You just leave?
What would I need to roll to, like, examine him a little more?
An investigation check.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. An 18. The creature looks relatively unharmed for the time it's spent here. Looking across its body, it seems like it's been here a long time. You're unsure how long, but it's most certainly dirty. Creature's kind of covered in its own filth. It stinks in here. The general feeling is of a creature that is not at all interested in being brave. Not at all interested in exploring anymore. Probably has seen some shit in here, but not easily going to come forward and just tell you about it.
Okay. Okay, so for the time that you've been here, is there anything we should be worried about?
The creature kind of closes its eyes and begins shaking its head. And as it does, kind of like shaking back and forth, he looks like he's going to say something, but he's not going to say it. He's going to say something, he's not going to say it. And I need you, Esme, to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please. In the top left of your character sheet. Dexterity saving throw in that little box. All right, with a 12, the creature is conflicted, thinking of saying something. Leanna, Juniper, you both watch as the creature's other hand comes down on top of Esme, and you are now trapped between its palms. And as that happens, he says,
You really shouldn't go out there. You shouldn't go out there. Stay in here with me. Stay.
and I need you all to roll me initiative, please. And then we'll do combat next time. So initiative is that one that's up in the kind of middle of your character sheet next to the shield icon.
Oh, I see. I rolled the wrong one. Hold on. There you go.
It's its own little square box next to the shield icon. There we go. We got intelligence save. Leanna, if you go over to the right, like the top middle of your character sheet, there should be the shield icon with your armor class. Over next to that, maybe to the left of it, there should be the initiative box.
Yeah, I see. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. All right, so this is... let's see here. Juniper. You roll for R here. R pretty good. Leanna. Esme. Alright. As the creature has Esme in its grasp, Esme, you feel the walls of his hands kind of closing around you, kind of crushing your wings a little bit. And you have not felt this unsafe in a long time. As the rest of the group, you see the creature kind of shuffling to its feet even further, and kind of crawling its way to the doorway, kind of to where you are. And he yells in this almost angry, scared voice, "Get inside!" And
Oh my god.
that is where we will pick up next time.
Oh my god.
So, are you scared? Are you spooked?
Yes. That was cool though.
That was a good session. You guys got a lot of cool things done there. A lot of world building going on, character building, exploring.
Yeah. We made a friend.
You made a friend. Who knows? Maybe more useful than you think. Maybe not. Maybe just a hindrance to you. May just make your playthrough much worse. Who knows?
Oh,
No, I could never.
That's what
Yeah,
you get
no.
for finding things cute.
Mhm.
No, it should be fun. I like having the twists and turns, and it seems like you're moving through the dungeon at a good pace. I would say you're at almost the exact halfway point of this dungeon, so you're doing okay.
Oh wow, okay.
Nice.
A lot further than I thought we were.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'll depend though. Of course, you could always next session make the wrong decisions in the maze, but right now you're kind of going in the right-ish direction. So it'll depend. It'll depend on the turns you take, because you could go way off track and find some more crazy people to meet that have been wandering the maze. It's so cool because this dungeon, I worked on this dungeon for probably like 3 weeks, and every place you've been is just like you've seen like 1/10 of the labyrinth. So
my
there's so much stuff you could find.
I was thinking that too. I was like, God, I want to see everything.
I'm super excited to see what happens. Yeah.